Right here, we're out here at Mrs. Corbett's house, looking at doing some siding for her. Going to look at doing something here on the front where we see the cedar now, the dark cedar. She wants to do kind of like an artisan. So that's kind of what she wants to happen here on the front of the chimney, up and over here, and then basically from this corner all the way across and including this gable top up here. So she wants that in artisan. We got some small areas under the porch here. We're going to remove all shutters, but want to do artisan wherever there's the dark cedar now. Everything else is going to a Cedar Mill Select 8 1/4. So that's what we have here. We are doing a fascia overlay everywhere. We're replacing drip edge, and we are just sealing and coating the soffit. So that's what we have. Every gable vent, every window that's in siding, every door that's in siding will all be retrimmed with a Hardy 1x4. So we do have this little rake here. We have the gable up top and kind of the other sidewall area. Soffit's in relatively good shape. There's a couple vents we need to tack back up and seal, but other than that, it's in great shape. Fascia definitely will get a long life out of putting Hardy fascia on there. So we'll definitely do that. All gutters are coming down. We're going to tear off, basically remove and dispose of all gutters, so we don't have any kind of a future issue there. This side here is probably the worst, the right side of the home. North facing is the worst by far. So we're tearing all this off, as well as all the front off. There's some areas in back where we can do some overlay, but this is all coming off completely. We'll take this all off, put up a 7/16 inch OSB, put up our Tyvek, our barrier system, and then we'll continue on with the Cedar Mill Select 8 1/4 inch board. This little shed here, we are going to tear that down and have a good night. We're going to tear that down and dispose of it and haul it away for her. So that's included in our proposal. She's been wanting to do it for a long time, and we can do that for her and just get rid of it. You can see here, it's getting dark, I'm running out of light. But you can see this is the rot, and it's bad. So we're going to do, she wants insulation too. So what we're going to do is she'll purchase the insulation once we determine how much we need, and we're just going to roll it up the walls for her. So that's what that looks like there. Got only one window and one gable vent that we'd be wrapping on this side. Got the AC unit here. That's definitely the worst part that we looked at. It's curling in some other places, it's soft, but that other place, there's gonna be, there is some rot that is accounted for in the proposal. The base plate there is kind of rotten. I'd say probably about 5 to 6 feet of it. And then probably we'll need to scab in some studs on the framing. Man, it's getting dark. We'll need to scab in some studs too, but not a huge area. Probably I'd say about a maximum 7x5 area that we'll need to do base plate work and some framing work there. That's accounted for in the proposal. Coming around to the back here before we run out of light. Got a couple windows on the second story. Again, soffit is in good condition. We just need to retack, especially these soffit vents here. So we'll seal them and retack them back up to the soffit, seal the soffit area, and then paint it. Gutters all coming down, going bye-bye. This area of soffit all the way along here, we're going to treat just as everywhere else. Seal it, paint it, and get it nice and nice and weatherproof for. Pulling the cable boxes away and the electric box away, side behind it, and reattach. Retrim the windows, as we mentioned before. Retrim all windows and siding and doors and siding with a Hardy 1x4. We will do a C-channel flashing all the way along this perimeter. The back we're going to overlay all the back here, minus about probably a foot, just about 1 1/4 inch up from the ground, from the foundation line. We'll tear that, do a skirt just to inspect the base plate. There's a couple areas that are suspect, so we want to make sure we address it. So we'll do that as part of the process, but everywhere else we're going to overlay. You can see right here by the door. This door we will be replacing with the same equivalent Smooth Star, 3 lights by 5 lights, outswing, all hardware, threshold, hinging, of course retrimming. All that will be included with the door. Got a little box window box here. Has some minor, rot, but we will be retrimming and doing all this in Hardy as well. Gutters again right here, all coming down, thrown away. We have a chimney up here that we'll go look at the side. So here's the left side. We have one window up there, one gable vent. Again, that's all going to become Hardy Cedar Mill Select in the horizontal. Downspouts will be removed with the gutter, obviously, so we'll take care of that. Along the roof line, you can see some pretty significant rot. Again, we're going to do the skirting all the way along the roof line where it runs into the sidewall to make sure there's no rotting. So we'll inspect that and then and do our OSB and then Tyvek and then the Hardy board. So it'll all be cleaned up, no issue of any kind of further rot. We'll give you that maintenance-free exterior that you're looking for. Coming over here again, overlaying this little bit of siding here, kind of by the chimney. That's all going to be overlay there. And then the chimney actually is probably one of the better areas of the house, surprisingly. So that minor tear off here, there'll be some tear off that we have to do around the corners, but other than that, we will be overlaying the majority of the chimney. That goes straight up. The front is brick, so we don't need to worry about that. But all the 1x4 trim, the capping, everything up here will become Hardy board. Get it nice and neat, give it that maintenance free. We do have some issue. We'll probably have to pull this slat off right here. It is butt up to the chimney right here, so this will have to come off. That probably, this, like I said, just that last slat, so we can get to where we need to get to. We're also looking at there is a window. We did a window bid. We're meeting Tuesday at the showroom to finalize everything, but we'll look at the window bid at that time and decide what she wants to do moving forward. But we do have some squirrel issues, so she says she hasn't heard the squirrels for a couple days, so hopefully that's a good thing. But we will make sure that that if we need to get an exterminator, we'll give her the opportunity to do that. So that's about everything. Ms. Corbett, we appreciate you having us out. We look forward to working with you, and we thank you for choosing Southwest Exteriors. Thanks so much.